guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naturally Frankie. If you don't know who I am and this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, I hope that you enjoyed this video enough to come back another time and maybe even like and subscribe. If you're watching this video, it's very likely that you have found yourself pushed into the world of stress and bills and all things adult, and you don't know how to handle it, or you're just watching this video because you don't know what to expect and you're trying to find out. Whatever the case may be, I have a little bit of insight since I found myself in this situation quite recently, and so here are the top 6 things that I have learned from the real world so far. Number 1. The stress for them bills is real, okay? So as you all may know, I'm currently not in school right now, and so I got bills to pay. I gotta pay for my phone, and I got to take care, I gotta buy stuff to take care of myself. And so when I run out of things or when I need things to take care of myself, I have to buy it by myself because I'm an adult. Even though I'm living in my parents' household, they're not buying everything for me. They're not getting everything I need for me. And so that falls on my shoulders as well. Plus I have to save up. I'm trying to get a car. I need to get my credit up. I'm trying to, it's a lot and it's so stressful. So the stress is not only for the bills, but the stress is real all around because you have to step out and be confident in making decisions on your own. It's one thing to make decisions in college, but you're not really making major decisions over there because your parents are still probably helping you out. You're still probably helping you pay for your schooling, your books. They're helping you pay for even going out with your friends. So but out here you have to take responsibility for a lot of things that you didn't normally have to take responsibility for, and that's when the stress sets in. Okay, so be ready for that, be prepared for that. Whatever stage you're in right now, start saving your money. I'm the type of person that loves spending. I love spending. If I want it, I'm gonna get it. And now I kind of have to have the mindset that I'm okay, well, maybe I should hold on a little bit for this and get it next time I get a paycheck. And then next time the paycheck actually does come, I'm okay, fine, I'll wait until next paycheck. So it's making decisions that's gonna benefit you in the future. Is this actually gonna help me tomorrow? Is this actually gonna help me with this situation or with that situation? Is it gonna make this situation worse or what? So you're gonna have to start worrying about that type of stuff. Number 2, you don't have time to have a life when you're adulting. I've had 2 jobs at one time, and I would get up in the morning, I'd go to the first job until 3, 4, 5. Sometimes we would let out at 12, depending on how much we had to do. But well, I'd get out from that job and I'd come home and I'd change my clothes to my next work for my next job, and then I'd have to go over there straight over there, and I'd be over there till 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And dude, exhaustion, I'm tired. If there was a party going on, if there was a family event going on, if a friend invited me out to eat or something or wanted to hang out with me, I couldn't do it because I'm at work, or I have to try to get in a nap. If I get out of my first job early enough, then I need to hurry up, take a quick nap, and then after I take that quick nap, then I have to change into my work clothes. When I tell y'all that I felt I haven't worn regular clothes in a while, I'm serious, because I don't go out, I don't do anything, I don't go anywhere, so what's the point? There's really no need. So you ain't got time. You just don't got time. And I understand when people say that now, seriously. Number 3 really ties in with the previous one. You're tired all the time. When I say all the time, I mean all the time. Like when I was in school, I would take naps during the day because I needed it, but that's actually because I was actually doing stuff. Like, I mean, I'm doing stuff now, but you're tired all the time. Like there's literally always something to do, and if there isn't something to do, then there's always something to worry about, always something to stress about. Like, and that in itself is tiring, like spiritually, mentally, physically draining sometimes. And like I have to take so many naps during the day now. Well, I don't have to, but if I get the time, if I get the chance, I'm taking a nap because I need the boost. I need the reset button. It's like hitting a reset button so that I can actually continue and go on with my day. Okay. Number 4, your joints ache a lot, okay? Especially if you're trying to make a lot of money in a short period of time. And so like you're working like harder. Like, okay, I remember like in December, the past December, like I worked 2 weeks straight at Subway from 7 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. at night, standing up the entire day, no break, nothing. And then like at my previous 2 jobs, well, I'm still at one of them, but at my previous 2 jobs, I would like, it was like constant on your feet work for both of the jobs, so I didn't really get a break. And then I'm not a minor, so it's not necessary for me to have a break. And me thinking in the aspect that I need this money, I would rather like not have an unpaid break period. Like I was literally slowly killing myself because I wanted the money. I wanted to work for the money. And that's not good, y'all. Like, worry about your health first. Like, your mental, physical, spiritual health is still as important as getting that money, because if you don't have that foundation set, like, what are you going to fall back on at the end of the day? If you fall sick or if you die because you're not taking care of yourself, the job is just gonna get another person. They can literally replace you. You're replaceable at that job. No matter how hard of a worker you are, no matter how necessary they make you seem, you have to worry about yourself first, because if something happens to you, they can be like, oh my gosh, Francesca, and then move on with their lives. They can literally do that. And so if you don't feel like going into work, if you feel sick, you feel weak, you just can't physically do it, don't go. And then I'm the type of person that, like, if I make a commitment, I feel so bad about changing it, or I feel like I have to go because I have already made the plans. Dude, like, you owe nobody nothing. You don't owe them anything, because at the end of the day, they don't got to do anything for you. They don't care about you like your parents do, like your family do, like you do, like God does. They don't really care about you like that. And so, you gotta do what you gotta do. Take care of yourself first. Put yourself first, okay? Get that money, get that moolah, but at the same time, don't let it go to your head, because money is the root of all evil, okay? Keep that in mind. There's a reason why people say that. Well, not people. There's a reason why the Bible says that. Anyways, number 5, you have to make time for yourself. Just like you have to make time to hang out with people, just like you have to make time to get to do activities, fun activities and stuff like that, you have to make time for yourself. Because like now that you have like all the time in the world, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm bored all the time, I don't have anything to do, oh my gosh, this and that. When you don't have time and you want to make time for yourself, like, start taking advantage of that now. Like, I have recently started waking up at 6:30 a.m. every single day. And y'all, it's a struggle, because I'm not a morning person. I don't like waking up in the morning. I don't, okay? If you will let me, I'll sleep all day. If you will, I'll sleep all day. But I also like to be productive. And I've started, like, I bought a bullet journal, and I have written down like my schedule for the next day, like engagement, priorities, stuff like that I have made with other people. I've put in my work schedule. I have scheduled in devotional times, because I have to get that time in with God. I go for a run as soon as I wake up. to like get my brain like stimulated. I listen to a podcast, I read my Bible, I journal, I do all those things just to make sure that I am being spiritually and mentally fed, so that I can be prepared for the day, so that I can set that foundation for a good day. So like if I need to extend forgiveness to someone who's going to like hurt me later on in the day, or if I need to extend a lot of patience to coworkers and stuff like that later on during the day, I've already set that foundation, and so therefore I can be prepared and know that no matter what, like I am calm, I am stable, and I don't need to worry about all the things that the enemy is going to throw at me during the day, because I'm already prepared for it. And so make time for yourself, because you have all these things to worry about, but at the same time, like I said before, you don't have to kill yourself doing it, because God is a provider, and if you believe that, he's going to come through no matter what the situation that you're in, even if it doesn't feel like that at the moment because you can't see it, but he is going to come through in the situation, financially, physically, spiritually. Like, follow through with it. Just be consistent as well. Be consistent with that. Do it like every day. At night, I've also started doing like what I'm grateful for today, like what happened today that I was grateful for, and what I need to relinquish into the hands of God. And so if there was something that really bothered me, that really stuck in my head the entire day, like I'll write it down, and then I'll just and then I'll pray about it afterwards. So yeah. And then number 6, which is the last and final one, is that adults can be just as immature as people my age. This is something that I discovered at like my job that I just quit, because the environment was bad. Okay, it was bad to me because I'm a quiet person. If I don't know you, if you do know me, I'm not that quiet. Like, I talk a lot, and I'm bold, and I say things that don't need to be said. I don't get embarrassed easily, and so therefore I talk about things that don't need to be talked about, or like regular people wouldn't talk about it so casually. Okay, so I'm that type of person, and like when I go into a work environment or school environment or class environment, anything, like I like look at my surroundings first. I have to make sure that I'm comfortable enough to actually be myself around these people. If not, then I'm just gonna be quiet. You're just gonna think like, dang, you're so quiet. Like, don't you talk? You ain't got no opinions. You ain't got nothing to say. I do. I just don't trust you. Or we just, that vibe, I don't get it. Like, I don't got that cool vibe from you. And so I'm just gonna stay away, keep to myself, because I don't need all that negativity in my life. And when I tell you, these people, these adults were so childish. They were so immature. They acted like children, you know, gossiping and talking about each other behind each other's backs. It was like being in high school all over again. Well, I can't really say the general high school setting, because I went to a really good high school to the point where like that stuff didn't really happen, and when it did, like, it wasn't that big of a deal. So yeah, adults can be just as immature as children. And so if you are someone that is like trying to see like, what do I have to expect from adulthood, that's one of the things. Especially like the older you get, the more conversations you get to have with your older cousins, with like aunts and uncles, like topics that they'll actually allow themselves to sit down and have with you. You're gonna learn a lot of things about your family. You're gonna learn personalities, like why people are the way that they are, and just be prepared, because nothing is ever as it seems, nothing is ever as it looks. And so like those are the top 6 things that I have learned so far, and I know that there's more to come, that like by the end of this break, by the end of this year, I'm gonna have discovered a lot more. Hopefully it's positive, a lot of positive things, but I don't know. Well, I don't know what age groups are watching my videos right now, but if you find yourself pushed into an adulthood situation, or you have to grow up quicker than you feel like you would have normally had to, what are some things that you have learned from that experience? Or if you are not in that like predicament, like what are some things that you're expecting to find out, or some things that you think that you have already made a judgment or a decision that like this is what it's gonna be like let me know like down below in the comments. We could chat about it, and I'd love to hear your opinions. I'd love to hear like your experiences, but as of right now, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.